Welcome to our programming channel. Today we are going to see generics in C Sharp. The generics were added with .NET Framework 2.0 in C Sharp language. We have taken class simple operations. We have taken a method add. We have passed integer parameters a and b to this method, and here we have shown sum of two integer numbers. We have created the object. When we access this method, we can see here we can give only integer. So we have given integer values 5 and 4. Console.readline. If we run the project, we get the output sum is 9. So here we cannot add values of data type double, and we get the error cannot convert from double to int. So we need another method. So the method is same, but for different data type, we have created method again. some is 9, some is 2.5. If we want to perform multiplication operation, subtraction operation, for each operation method will be same, but for different data types we have to create those methods again and again. This process will increase the code and will take some time also. So if we create method once only, and if we can able to use the same method for every data type, then there will be saving of time and we can avoid unnecessary repetition of coding. Previously, we have seen in non-generic collections like array list, here we can see object value in arraylist.add in bracket object value. So instead of int data type, if we use, so we have used object as data type, but here we get the error. Operator plus cannot be applied to operands of type object and object. So here we can use dynamic. So here we can use dynamic. Now we cannot see any error here or here. We can see C is null and D is null. A is 5. Now C becomes 5 and we get the data type integer data type. Now D is null and dynamic object. Now it becomes int. So dynamic convert the value of variable according to data type. So value of A is integer, so C becomes integer. Value of B is integer value, so value of D also becomes integer. Now again here C is null, D is null. Data type we can see object, and here double and double. So now C becomes double, D also becomes now double. So we get the output sum is 9 and sum is 2.5. Now we get the proper result. But if we convert this to float, now 5 4 and here CD null object type. So C and D becomes integers. Now C and D are of object type. A is of data type double and B is of data type float. Dynamic has converted C into double data types and D is null now. Dynamic has converted D into float now. Dynamic is performing its task, but in case of object type there is no any provision for type safety. So we get this kind of result and we get the addition. If we give here ABC, now A is of double data type and B is of string data type. C and D is null. Now C is converted into double data type and D is converted into string data type. We get this result 1.2 ABC, but the result is not proper. So when we use object here, type safety cannot be maintained, and each time there is requirement of boxing and unboxing. So we need generic here. Here we have used generic for this method, and here while passing values we have to mention data type in angle brackets in generic. For creating generics, namespace system.collections.generic is required. We need this namespace for creating generics. If we remove this namespace, we get the error. The type arguments for method simple operations.add tt cannot be inferred from the usage. Try specifying the type arguments explicitly. So for creating generics, we need using system.collections.generic namespace. To define generics, we must use angle brackets. For creating generic method and for mentioning data type of values, we need angle brackets. Generics allows you to define placeholders for fields, methods, parameters, etc. This is generic method with type T, and these are parameters having type T. When this T is present in the angle bracket, it is called as placeholder in generic. C# compiler replaces these placeholders with specified type. Add compile time. Initially, this placeholder is of t type and these parameters are of t type. When these integer values are passing, at that time this placeholder replaces with integer data type and these parameters also replaces with integer data type. Again, when these values of double data type are passing, at that time this placeholder replaces with double data type and these parameters replaces with double data type. So we can see double here. When float values are passing, at that time this placeholder replaces with float data type and these parameters replaces with float data type. In this way, at compile time, C# compiler replaces this placeholder with specific data type. You can create your own generics, interfaces, classes, methods, events, and delegates. In this video, we are covering the basic information of generic. In further videos of generic, we will cover this point. Advantages of generics. Reusability. Instead of creating many methods, we can create one generic type method and can use that method or that code again and again for multiple purpose without any change. We have created one generic method. This method used for integer data type, double data type, float data type, or string data type. Thus, one method can be reused again and again for each data type. Thus, reusability is the main advantage of generics. Performs faster. Generics performs faster as they does not perform boxing and unboxing. When we use object type here, at that time when we pass these values to this method, then the conversion of value type to object type happens, means the process of boxing happens. Then conversion of object type to value type happens, means unboxing happens. So because of boxing and unboxing, performance and speed of application becomes low. But in case of generics, there is no use of object type, so there is no boxing and unboxing. So performance and speed increases. Type safety. In generics, we need to define type of values, and after defining one type, we cannot pass other type of values. If we define integer type, then We cannot pass double, float or string type values. Thus, type safety maintained in generics. Before passing the values, we have to mention the data type. Here we have given the data type integer. Instead of integer, if we pass double value, then we get the error cannot convert from double to int. Here, type safety is maintained. We cannot pass other type of values. We can pass only integer values. Here we have mentioned float data type. If we try to value of double data type, then we get the error cannot convert from double to float, or we cannot pass string value here, cannot convert from string to float. So in this way, type safety is maintained in generics. That's all about generics in C Sharp. In our channel, there are regular uploads of programming related videos. So for latest updates, please subscribe the channel and like and share videos. Thanks for watching.